Uh, I don't ever like stream, so this is kind of more or less first for me. Uh, so hello. Today we're gonna be playing just some historic brawl with my messy Tezzy. Just playing some games with some random people. All while we wait for Zelda Gold, see if he's interested in playing Ballator or anything else that he may or may not want to do. This hand's playable. It's not perfect, but like we can get a swamp with Ecologist Terrarium. Hold on to Odawara for a bit, but for that probably play the Mind Stone. It's just it is a keep, but the exact sequencing is oh. That was an annoying way to start. Creatures your opponent control enter tapped. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you gain 1 life. Well, the good news is, um, a lot of the creatures in this deck uh, is not necessarily creatures. Almost more so that we'll just be turning a lot of our artifacts into creatures with Tezzeret's ultimate, or we'll, using Soul Artifact or Skilled Animator, get some 5/5s just to go swinging in. They definitely have a faster opening than us, which is probably going to kill me dead. But sometimes shit happens, as much as I would like to hold on to Odawara, there's something to be said for playing it. And then, well, regardless, we're going to need to get our swamp actually. So we'll just get our swamp and ensoul our terrarium. Because the pay to sacrifice to put a +1/+1 counter isn't really very necessary for this deck. It's more so in there because it's a 2-mana artifact that you can just get out very quickly. It can help you find a land if you need it. Our deck's mostly blue, so we don't run a lot of black lands. I will also say this deck is far from being optimized. It's just a fun little thing that I made. Yeah, I'm not dumb enough to block that, as much as I don't like it. But next turn, we'll just Port of Carfell and let Tezzeret kill him. Let's see. Other humans you control get +1/+1. You don't like that, being able to sacrifice humans. That's scary, but or sacrifice humans to destroy a creature power 4 or greater. But regardless, we kind of need Tezzeret, or at the very least, we want to keep Tezzeret here. Because once he starts creating those tokens, we can just get more and more value, possibly going into a barricade breaker. There's the Gear Seeker Serpent, so let's see. We only have 2 artifacts. Not ideal. Let me see if we can't. It's 3 artifacts. We could kill some of these. Let's see. Well, this one has flying, so we probably just need to go ahead, cast Gear Seeker. Not in love with that, but it'll have to do. Go ahead and play Otawara. Not expecting Tezzeret to live, but if they're forced to swing multiple things at Tezzeret instead of at me, I think that's ultimately better because we have enough mana to recast them. Also up on cards, we can play a skilled animator. Especially if we keep Tezzeret, we can plus him, skill the animator, and we'll get another 5/5. Or we can go into Barricade Breaker. That's not enough to kill him. I don't know what they were thinking with that. Let's see. We're definitely gonna plus. Excuse me. And I'm just going to. Yeah, I know. What do we have? Foundry Inspector, Chief. Don't have a lot of artifact creatures to buff. It's just not super important right now. I would say the Foundry Inspector's probably our best bet for anything worth. Yeah. I get it. I mean, if they want to kill Tezzeret, they have to swing multiple things, and we'll eat whatever they throw at us. So ultimately, I'm willing to, even if there's an off chance that we lose Tezzeret because I just attacked. Again, we have enough mana to cast him, to recast him. Double strike spells cast from one card to draw. Okay, yeah, not in love with that. And the bigger this Diamond Knight is, the I guess it can become a problem. Again, we have plenty of artifacts, and we'll be getting more and more artifacts as the game goes on. So Tezzeret's -2 will be able to kill a lot of creatures rather easily. It's stuff like that where I'm more worried about him getting some other value, like maybe he starts creating some treasure tokens. Am I willing to eat his 5/5 with, or trade 5/5s? He's got no more cards in hand. Absolutely, I am. That's fine. He knows I have big creatures in my hand still, and making that a 3/4 doesn't save him. Well, I guess, especially with that having double strike, that means if he actually manages to hit me, he'll get 2 treasures. Which I don't like, especially if he's going to be reducing the cost. So I think I'm going to just kind of go all out this turn. Let's kill that. Turn into my command zone. Go ahead and play him again. Create a cell. Thank you. And we Barricade Breaker improvising these, so we're actually going to keep the Ethereum cells. And yeah, easy peasy. No problems. Gonna hold off attacking for another turn for the simple fact that if I can keep Tezzeret long enough to get this -7 off, And I'm going to try to just keep him in general, but especially if I can get that -7 off, that'll be wunderbar. Let's see. But something to always be said for just... See, if I go to kill General Kudrow, it's obviously his commander, so we'll recast next turn. But if he wants to kill something, he'd have to sacrifice both of these. And it just wouldn't be worth it for him. So, yeah. Fair enough. Not a lot he really could have done there that would, like, actively matter so much. Give me 1 sec to do something. What is it? Control. Yeah. We'll get back to the gameplay in just a moment. I'm pulling something up now. If my computer not... Actually, no, that's perfect. Just checking to see if it's showing me properly on Twitch. Because I'm very, very new to this. Let me go to... Yeah, okay. Just... Just checking to make sure that I am on, that it's showing me on Twitch. Just checking to make sure that I am on, that it's showing me on Twitch. Just checking to make sure that I am no audio showing me on Twitch. Just checking to make sure that I am no audio showing me on Twitch. And I don't know if I cannot not being audio showing me on Twitch. And I don't know if I cannot not being audio showing me on Twitch. And I don't know if I cannot not being audio showing me on Twitch. I cannot not being audio. I cannot not being audio. I cannot. Hello? See if I can't. I cannot tell if I am being heard or not. Hello. I think my primary microphone might actually be too... Is it maybe too quiet? I cannot tell if I can be heard or not. Should be using the right microphone. It's the only audio input, so I don't see how that might. Let's just raise that back up here. Is it recording any kind of audio? Okay, I think it's working now. At the very least, now I can hear myself. Alright. Let me, not listen to my own stream. Alright. It looks like everything's working fine in that regard. So yeah, we're just gonna play some more. I will likely be putting this video up on YouTube, which I will figure out how to link later because I am a lazy piece of shit. I forgot to switch it back to gaming. Here we are. Going against Kethis the Hidden Hand, which sounds like it's going to be a pain in the ass. Let's see, we got... it's a pretty slow hand, but I think it's worthwhile enough. Got a turn 1 play for Silver Raven. Yeah, we kind of just want artifacts in general. I'm not super worried about us not getting land later. Not enough to where I feel like we might need to wait, and don't imagine they have a turn 2 play that I'll need Heartless Act. See, I mean, just start swinging for a tiny bit of damage early. Let's see, legendary spells you cost. It is to end turn each legendary card in your graveyard. You may play this card from your graveyard. Actually, yeah, the Relic of Progenitus was perfect, and I didn't even realize it. Let's see. Now we'll have Metallic Rebuke up. Yeah, nothing really changed. Just keep swinging in for that tiny little bit of damage. Kethis. I guess I was getting him confused with maybe a different card. Doesn't look like he'll be an issue. I'd say the biggest threat I worry about with him is him just being a 3/4 body right now. And that's just not really an issue at all. I could play the Ornithopter now, but there's no real reason to. Ornithopter mostly here for stuff like Ensoul Artifact, or just, I can make it a 5/5 and it's just a 0 mana. It's a 0 mana artifact card. That's the main purpose it has. I can turn it into a creature. The creature would have flying, which helps. Never a bad thing. But otherwise, there's no real don't like that. But rather than countering it, I'd actually just probably kill it. Being if you're up, you may cast permanent from your hand with mana value equal to 1 plus the highest mana value among other permanents you control without paying its mana. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. That's the card to counter. Not countering the other one was the right play. Swing Kethis, doesn't really matter. Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah, he's kind of just got more going on, so I think Phyrexian Scriptures is fine. Scriptures give the +1/+1 to our Silver Raven. It's already an artifact, but play an Ornithopter for shits and giggles. Swing in with the 2/2. The reason why I could have played Tezzeret and killed the Dream Devourer, but the issue with that is that, Kethis would just come in and kill him. I obviously don't want that to happen. Yeah, I must have realized that he was going to lose it either way. Figured he'd may as well kill it now. This is also just going to exile his graveyard, which isn't necessarily something I was thinking about, but it doesn't really hurt. Not a fan of that. But at the same time, big deal. You're still getting board wiped, so it's not like it's one-sided. You'll be able to swing for 1 damage at me. Scriptures, then draw a card. Scriptures kill it. Play the Glint Nest Crane. His commander costs 5, which he will be able to cast soon. But again, his commander is not really something I'm all that worried about. He can cast legendaries from his graveyard, but his graveyard's 1, about to be exiled, and 2, doesn't actually have any legendaries in it, and even then he has to exile 2 other legendary cards. I'd rather get the card draw going than worrying about holding up Heartless Act. And that gave me another land. Yeah, just keeping it simple. I don't remember why there's 3 lands on the bottom. I legitimately don't remember why there's 3 lands on the bottom. Tormod's Crypt, just another card to stop Kethis, I guess. I'm getting all of the necessary pieces just to fuck him over. And they really don't do anything but that. Yeah, hold up Heartless Act. Play Tezzeret, hold up Heartless Act. Glint Nest Crane has pretty much served its purpose. It doesn't really matter what happens with it. He's got a lot more cards in hand, so I'm assuming they're just like... I guess... they're either incredibly niche, or they're just... creature, like really stupid cost creatures, maybe. I don't. Yeah, I'll just Heartless Act him. Oh, I guess that's a possibility. It could be like something to save Kethis, or not. I hope for his sake, because I'd be really sad if it happened to me. I hope those aren't just lands. Because that feels so... Okay, Dark Ritual. You need more mana. You actually have quite a bit of mana to cast your commander again. Just because. Is it mean? Maybe. This is starting to get annoying. Let's just try and get him, I guess, to concede. That good? That good? You gonna concede now? He is not. His commander costs 9 mana, which is so not worth it at this point. Let's play land, sacrifice Waterfront District. This is why the card's in the deck, because sometimes I play so fast. Let's just shoot out a Renegade map. Sometimes you just play fast and like you don't need you need card draw more than anything. He's really got nothing, and I am only drawing lands. Okay, let's just focus on plussing him until we can get that -7 going, because if I keep drawing lands like this, that's gonna be the only way anything happens. Is to start converting these guys. No, I'd rather our opponent think that we have something in our hand. Because if I'm holding it up, then they're probably gonna think, oh, maybe it's like a counter spell or something. Maybe it's removal, which is... Oh, I forgot we have Hive of the Air Tyrant. I'm a dumbass. Okay. Oh, the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one. They can make me send the Glint Nest, or sack the Glint Nest. They can also force themselves to draw a card, or they can transform her. If they transform her, then we need to kill her. We'll just Tezzeret to kill her. Figured they'd do that. Well, you already have mana though. Like, I don't think Black Market is really gonna be the card that makes a difference here. Mm, let's just make a mean Renegade map. We'll chump block with Glint Nest Crane if we have to. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and start hitting in. Yeah. I mean, at this point, if we keep the Renegade map, it doesn't really even matter if we... And it's also getting to the point with Hive of the Eye Tyrant where it doesn't really matter if we have Tezzeret or not. Junji. Okay, now they're playing Magic. I might need to get rid of this. And they have nothing to get off of it, so they'll make me lose 2 life if I kill it now. I imagine they're going to make me sacrifice a creature. Nope. Flying Death Touch Lifelink. Perfectly fine. I'm going to block with a Glint Nest. Pass to blockers. Good enough. Tezzeret will kill Junji. This is an artifact, so we don't even care if it dies. They have all the mana in the world, so I don't care about Black Market either. It's just a losing game. God fucking damn it. Shuffler, what the fuck? Yeah, we'll just keep sending this 5/5 at him and Hive as well. Make me discard cards. Oh, I guess they could technically revive one of ours. No, they can't. My bad, misread. RTFC. Nothing. Alright, let's turn the Hive. I mean, even if they play something, kill the Hive, I don't really care. It's... Yeah, and Hive is going to eat whatever legendaries is in the graveyard now. I can play without a hand and still win. Yeah, it's a ton of mana for them. Probably, I don't know. They seem addicted to Kethis, so they'll probably cast them. I feel like maybe they need like more slower cost. Like big payoff legendaries is nice, but I think you need some more that you'll actually cast. Again, this doesn't matter. Got a message on my phone. Yeah, I don't care. Kill it. It's my turn. I'm Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, just keep sending this stuff in. Good game. Infernal Grasp. Then I just Eye Tyrant swing. Yeah, go for it. It's 8 damage. They have to either kill it or gain some life right now. Choose a creature planeswalker control. All damage that would be dealt this turn to you. It's dealt to the chosen. Hey, nice. Alright, that's something. But they still lose their creature and can't really do anything. And it's not like it's actual combat whenever you use that, so they don't die from the death touch or anything. Very nice though. They save themselves for one turn. I did not predict a Gideon sacrifice because I forgot the card existed, but nice. Then it takes time. Cora. That's a bit more worrisome. Because, like... Yeah, I mean... I think they forgot that we could do that. If we kill it, they're gonna create the XX. Which... yeah. Not really a ton we can do here. Other than go for a Hive win. Hive of the Eye Tyrant needs to be the win con now. We just need to try and race Kura. Actually, we probably should have killed Kura anyways and just block with the Renegade map. Because it'd be on the ground. But Kura being in the air is fine. Spent way too much mana on that. That's fine. You can have them. Yeah, I figured. Good game. I was about to say they definitely weren't gonna win that last bit of an exchange. Cause even with the token, it's still ultimately my win. It's just a case of needing to be a tad more careful with what I did. Let's see what we're up against now. It's gonna take a sec. Radha, Heart of Keld. Okay, this is a hand. Do I want a mulligan? What does Radha even do? As long as it's your turn, she has first strike. Look at the top card of your library anytime you may play lands from the top. Gets +X/+X for X number of lands you control. Not a deck I want to be down on mana. This is fine, actually, yeah. Disdainful Stroke, she's probably going to have some big creatures if she's playing a big lands matter deck. Just realized I don't have blue for Witching Well. That could have been thought out significantly better on my part, but I'll just do this for now. Next turn I'll Arcane Signet. Arcane Signet into Witching Well. And I'll probably insult the Darksteel Citadel, so I have a 5/5 indestructible. Yeah. Yeah, we can go ahead and slap that down for blue. Still want to go with the original plan, Arcane Signet into a Witching Well. They're not quite ticking off next turn, but they're definitely going to want to put a +1/+1 counter. Black Staff of Waterdeep will be able to animate probably the Witching Well, actually. Glint Nest Crane will help us find stuff. Yeah, fuck it. Ultimately, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. I like the crane. I like the crane being there, but this is a bit more important. Let's see what's going on. What do they got? Fair enough. My turn. Creatures don't have power. 4 artifacts. Yeah, the original plan can suck it because my commander's just going to kill his. Now, this is the annoying thing I've noticed about people playing against Tezzeret, or something, yeah, is if you have a small commander, I'll always have enough artifacts to play Tezzeret and kill it. Like, a lot of the games they win is just by keeping their commander off of the board. And I am 100% a dick for that. But also, I've played against so many ridiculous Brawl decks that would so easily kick my ass that I'm fine being a dick. Let's see what else we got. Rowan, Scholar of Sparks, both playing Planeswalkers. I don't know what Scholar of Sparks does. So silver, golden, schematic, antiquities. Antiquities is amazing in this deck. I love it so much. That, and I think it's called Rise and Shine. Great cards. Legitimately, those 2 cards have carried me in so many games with this. With Antiquities, yeah, we're just gonna want to keep playing artifacts. I mean, we're gonna eventually want to get to the point where you can actually cast Antiquities, but for now, low mana artifacts. We're gonna Golden Egg next turn just to, you know, get another draw in. Sparks. I meant to hit Golden Egg, and I didn't. Yeah, I'm just gonna be keeping her off of that. I don't really need to actually worry all that much about Swinging Face because I plan on just getting out a bunch of artifacts and the Antiquities War carrying me the rest of the way. So until that point, everything else may as well just be carried by... Yeah, everything else at that point may as well just be like me swinging at their Planeswalker. She's gonna burn me, what, for pretty much 3 every turn. 1 damage to each opponent if you draw on 3 or more cards this turn 3. Yeah, not really interested in that. I'm really not interested in that. That can, that's gonna die next turn. Yeah, 0 intention on letting that live. I'm actually uh going to stop attacking their Rowan now, because I don't want them drawing cards off of Will if they decide to next time. Well, I guess Will costs more though. See, yeah, I'm ultimately just not super worried. Let's see, Specialized 5. Got A and Instant Sorcery. They really aren't casting many instants or sorceries. Not as many as you would expect them to. I just need to keep her off her ultimate. That's really all I care about. Yeah, that's really all I care about. Can't be black designs, it's attacking them on. That's annoying, but I'd actually just rather have the Ethereum cells. Next turn I'll play the Antiquities War, and that would more or less be spelling the end. Deals combat damage to player, may exile this treasure card from your graveyard. If you do, tap target creature and opponent controls a creature doesn't untap. Yeah, I don't really care about that. And the only other one is exile and instant deals 2 damage to each opponent. Yep, again, don't really care. It's just this kind of case of like, it's not. It's inconsequential. Copy any artifact or enchantment on the battlefield. What do they copy? Primal Amulet? Fair enough. I didn't have a response anyways, actually, but I guess they figured because I took a sec that it would be countered. I'm gonna quickly go and crack a pack of Kaladesh. See if there's anything to add in the deck. Binding Constrictor. Has this seen any play in Explorer? I know it's seen some in, you know, Hardened Scales in Modern before, but I don't imagine anymore because Hardened Scales is all. I'm sure it cares a lot more about Heliod now. Just Heliod Company, I imagine, is probably the new Hardened Scales deck. I hope they add Explorer Brawl sometime. Because I know they technically like can't do Commander. To some extent, they just aren't technically able to do it. But yeah, Demir Locket's bad. This is a very slow card. I am probably going to replace it eventually, but right now I just care about having artifacts and an artifact that's tapping for mana. Not bad. I'll keep. You're playing the new Karn. I mean, I don't have strong feelings about the new Karn. With this hand, that's a no. I love Jin-Gataxias. And he's mostly in the deck as like a sort of pet card almost. Like if I get him down, you know, he wins games, but ultimately it's not the most if I cast him. Although this deck does generate a lot of mana, it does, or can potentially generate a lot of mana, it actually a lot of the time just kind of doesn't get to. Just because the game's end fast, or there's just better things to do than cast something big. Yeah, we're just gonna want the land. Palladium mirror. I think they were both playing artifact decks. I think that's fun. This is not a good card because of it, but I think it's fun. Let's go ahead and send out Iron Apprentice. Get Tezzeret going, just because why not, you know? Honestly, a card I should probably put in this deck. I don't think I have it in here. I have another deck that I use this in, but I just don't think I have it in here. That being said, I should absolutely destroy it. Because that is way too good of a payoff to leave it alive. Next turn I ultimate Tezzeret, and that pretty much will take the game home. I think Tezzeret's just like an improved. Yeah, frankly speaking, this Tezzeret is just... It feels like just strictly better than Karn, almost. Karn's colorless, and you know, its -1's different. But yeah, it just kind of feels like Tezzeret's better. I'm moving back to my command zone. I'll probably cast them next turn. Generate some more of these just to turn them into 5/5s. Chief of the Set Boundary is exactly what I want. I don't even care about Karn, to be honest. Karn's not doing much. Next turn I win. It's too good of an emblem. Especially with stuff like Mistvault Bridge and Darksteel becoming, again, 5/5 indestructibles, not to be underestimated. Karn Silex. If only that would have worked. Steel Overseer, another great card that needs to go in this deck, but I just don't have it, and I don't want to spend money or craft things. You cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. I'm sure this could have been like really good if, like, this could have probably seen play under the condition that Ruin Crab, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Maddening Cacophony. I'm sure it would have been played in that deck if they didn't literally just rotate out as soon as this got printed. Kinda sad, actually. Let's see what we got. Catilda Dawnheart Prime. So it's gonna be like, is she the human tribal one? Protection from werewolves, humans are druids. Gotcha. Not loving it. Yeah, I'll keep, because Ecologist Terrarium is gonna search out an island. That's gonna give me access to days. Generally, we rely on our black mana for something else. Actually, I'm going to put a blue just to give them the idea that who knows, maybe we have Spell Pierce. I don't remember how to put the game in full control though. So, yeah, ultimately, doesn't really matter what I'm saying. Glitness, see what we got. Arcane Signet is good enough for me. Case again of if we have no reason to cast the Ornithopter, like Ornithopter is not going to do anything next turn if I don't have some sort of payoff for it. So for now, no reason to cast it. What I will do next turn is probably go land, Arcane Signet, Ecologist Terrarium. I need to take this card out. It's not, it doesn't particularly help with the deck the way you probably want it to. Drown in the Lock's not going to do anything. Texture from werewolves doesn't mean shit to me. At the beginning of your end step, create a 1 white human. Not a fan. Not anything I can do about it till they get rid of some cards, so they're starting to get mana. Probably should have left that back for blockers just because it's relatively big. But I'm just gonna hold up the Stain. Stainful Stroke. I have a 6 mana and cast 6 mana card if they want. Yeah, ultimately not a huge fan of that. And that'll be 1 card in our graveyard. Yeah, more worried about just running out artifacts. Absolutely looking for an island, not a question. Drown in Lock's not likely to actually even do anything. So, yeah, now we have that, so we can kill anything with toughness 4 if we play our commander. Again, damage isn't super necessary, so I'm not really gonna worry about that. Our main sort of win con is getting effects like this off. Should have saved the counter spell for that, and didn't. But it's fine. Commander comes down next turn. That dies. He probably will try and kill Tezzeret. Ultimately doesn't matter too much. Hold up, Drown in the Lock, kill Catilda. Plenty of options. Regardless, this is the right play. Don't love that. Still going to Drown in the Lock. No, can't, because it doesn't go. Yeah, nice. Good job. And we're gonna Ensoul Ornithopter. Just get a 5/5 flyer. Arby's, we got the beats. Not a... Well... Yeah, not a fan of that last bit. You know, it's funny because now would be a very good time to draw um, Phyrexian scriptures. Like a very good time too. Oh, not a huge fan of this. I'll start eating your tutus. I will absolutely start eating your tutus. I will eat your tutu for the simple fact that I'm eating a tutu. Nothing I could have done about that. It's fine though. Let's see. Meteor Golem, kill this, kill this. Yeah, ultimately, I'm just gonna kill this before he starts getting any more value off of it. Tezzeret, come down, kill Catilda? Or I can drown Catilda. Yeah. Drown Catilda. Still play Tezzeret. Kill. I guess Human Warrior possibly has more synergy somewhere in the deck. So kill that. Keep swinging. I'm not happy with them having ton of T2. Yeah, I lose the Ornithopter anyways. Not happy with them having a bunch of 2/2s. Not anything I can really do about that. They play Catilda again, but they can't activate her. Tezzeret kills her next turn. I will eat a 2/2 for the simple fact that I'm eating a 2/2. I will kill a 2/2 to keep Tezzeret then. Honestly, tad surprised. It's a good idea to sack the Mind Stone just because I need cards. Oh, that hurt. They kind of need to swing as much as possible into Tezzeret. Though if they activate Catilda, they're probably going to activate Catilda again. There's not any reason for them not to. God damn it, deck, give me something other than a land. It doesn't usually get this sort of mana fucked. Really? Well, no question there. I mean, he could have cheated Catilda back out with that, but I guess maybe he plans on doing Fall of the Imposter. Regardless. Just kinda keep this going is all I can really hope for. Okay. Okay, you can do that. I don't care. I refuse to lose this game. Yeah. And Fall of the Imposter, they intend to get rid of the Meteor Golem. +1/+1 counter on whatever you want. Good for you. Catilda's out. Ultimately doesn't matter a ton to me. You swing, I block. You don't swing. What the fuck is with this deck? This is a very recent problem. Yeah, I'll kill it. I have no reason not to. Veil of Summer. Okay. Yeah, just okay. Sure. I'm going to be very frustrated if it just keeps drawing me land cards, though. I don't really need the mana. I'll happily chump block any day of the week. A Rise and Shine would be so good. I know my deck forgot what that card is, evidently. But I cannot stress enough how great Rise and Shine would be right now. It's just... Yeah, exile the Meteor Golem, he's gonna swing out. Which, again, if I draw Rise and Shine, I'll win the game. Seems a tad unnecessary, but okay. It's a lot of damage. Cannot stress enough how much I need a board. Well, I lost. Nothing else to say there. I lost. Not that he can do anything, but, you know. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kill your 6/6. Yep, happily take action. 10 mana card, 10 mana Tezzeret. Totally worth it. If I take 6 damage next turn, I die, so I have to block both the human and the... Don't know why they would buff it. Actually, they would have won it if they just swung everything at me. I chump blocked them both. There's not a question here. Cool. We'll continue this train. Ecologists. Sure. Again, would have won if you didn't. It's fucking with me. It's fucking with me. I lost. This game drug out way longer than it ever should have. Like way, way longer. I'm not gonna you should just kill your opponent sometimes. Don't take forever as well. It's not fun. Actually, let's look back at the deck and let's see if there's anything we can do with the cards I have right now. Let's see, first, cards that are not great should probably be taken out. Love Retrofitter Foundry in this. Mnemonic Sphere. See, but we were going to take one card out. What was it? Somewhere in here. Yeah, Demir Locket. Bad card. Not needed. Let's see. Let's first check out artifacts. And cards to do with artifacts. See if there's anything we'll immediately want to replace it with. This can give us a nice little card draw engine at some point. Actually, if we take that out though, where was the Era of Invention? Actually, probably leave Era of Invention in, take out something else. Probably another card we can take out somewhere in here. But I feel like another counter spell is not bad. Hope of Europer has its uses. Blood Fountain exists as a 1-mana artifact, of which I ultimately have plenty. More blue. Mnemonic Sphere's not great. We also don't have a ton of energy payoffs, so there's argument not to put Era of Invention. But at the same time, if we put something like an ether swooper, that comes in, it attacks, may pay 2 energy. Not bad. Mobilizer mech has crew 3. I don't run a lot of vehicles though, so it's not the best. I already meant to play this. Animating fairy, I like bring to life. That could have uses. We also, in general, could probably use more. See, search library for an equipment or vehicle part, put that onto the battlefield. Don't use a lot of either of those. Got a fair amount of low mana stuff. I think card draw is really the main thing we probably want to toss more of in here. Let's see, put that in. What do we take out? Yeah, mnemonic sphere. Let's try it like this. Let's see what this can do. Yeah, let's just... I'm going to tempt myself if I look at too many things. Should we actually run vehicles? Probably wouldn't be that bad of an idea. I find this more funny than anything. I don't even know if I have any real good vehicles to bother putting in it. That doesn't matter. Ornithopter Paradise. Also not. Isn't that also just like... Bird's Paradise is only like a what, 1 mana card? It's like strictly worse. Sunset Pyramid, optional because it's another card draw sort of engine. Constant Turret would give us another sort of payoff for energy, as well as another way to generate some. Electrostatic Pummeler especially would be another case. It's actually a very attractive case. A very attractive case. One that I am heavily considering, actually. Yeah, I'm sure this is played in so many Brawl decks. Put Electrostatic Pummeler in, actually. But if I'm going to do this, I am also going to change it. Give us a little more. Let's see. Skilled Animator is nice, but ultimately kind of iffy. Same thing with Majestic Metamorphosis. Those two are just going to be overall better. Forsaken Monument. Yeah, that was a card I was referring to earlier. Probably should put Forsaken Monument in. I do get a lot of colorless creatures. I cast a lot of colorless spells, and tapping a permanent for colorless does not happen a lot, but I feel like overall the other two benefits are probably good enough. Reality Heist has its uses, and it's not really a 5-mana card, especially in a deck like this. What to take out? Well, I want to keep Prophetic Prism and other sort of like small cards like this just because they're essentially cantrips. Automated Artificer has... I feel like ultimately it's not super necessary. Oh, Drown in the Lock. Yeah, take out Drown in the Lock. Not necessary at all, actually. That's the sort of trade-off there. And we'll play Messy Desi. Say that like it's a new thing, and not like that's the entirety of what this stream is. Alright, got Underhanded Designs. Blood on the Snow. I need to trade these out. Looking very slow. Let's see if we can't get a faster hand. I mean, I guess I did. Just waiting for them to Goshen to have Life's Origin. Probably the most common deck that this thing faces. I don't know if like the matchmaking system is always like, yeah, let's put every enchantment deck against every artifact deck, but I know which one wins most of the time. And that's just because there's so much more support for artifact decks. I'm gonna actually put Moonsnare Prototype above it. I don't want to do anything with Mox Amber yet because there's a case where you draw like underhanded tactics or other just payoffs for those types of things being in the deck. That you can just get free benefits. Moonsnare Prototype, which one I'll level and giving me an extra mana. Goshen type Wisdom of Lost Wisdom. Should have played Treasure Vault, then I could have Tezzeret, killed it. Regardless, I will play Tezzeret and create an Ethereum cell. Effectively a treasure, but technically not, so it doesn't get payoffs from Galzeth Prismari or Goldspan Dragon. Damn, okay. That kind of hurt. Not very fond of that. I will kill your Goshentai now because you did that, you dick. They're very slow compared to a lot of, or this one seems to be relatively slow compared to a lot of other ones. He doesn't have green. He does not have green mana. Yeah, I mean, I imagine that'd be the card you want to play next. After just mention how slow you are and how you don't have one of your colors. Um, just go ahead, create a color, create more treasures. It's prophetic prism. Oh, yeah, we don't even need this untapped to draw the cards. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. Go down one artifact, not something we love to do, but we need the cards. Especially if they're going to start drawing a ton, they could actually get somewhat worrisome. The next turn we're going to play Karn -2 just to get a beater out. X mana of any color, where X is number of enchantments. I'm going to try to borrow time my commander. How rude. How rude. I'm offended. Appalled. That's funny. So this isn't gonna do anything. I don't... Can it? Yeah, exactly. It can't tap and add 1 mana of any color because Karn is very distinctly not a color. Yeah. So here's the kind of point where it's like, I didn't want to have to do this. I'm gonna have to swing the construct and then blood on the snow. Yeah. Needless to say. Destroy all creature. Oh wait. Forgot. Better to just go ahead and attack anyways. Oops. I have a very mean psychological sort of strategy. Saying oops at certain times to influence, tap an untapped artifact. To just trick your opponent into thinking that you've made a mistake. It's like reaching for a pencil. It's a little deceptive, I'll admit. Let's see, Foundry Inspector, Golden Egg. I don't care which one you give me, both are good. Yeah, I don't want to sack a treasure for an Ether Spell Bomb, not right now. Yeah, draw your card. He can cast his commander again. So yeah. So I need to make sure my next turn goes to casting my commander and quickly killing his. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I want. Tap the. Technically, you're actually rather gonna want to tap the prophetic prism than the egg, because technically you could use this to gain life. Not something I need right now, but you're talking about what's the best play. Doing the very mean Tezzeret thing of I'll always have enough artifacts, so I'm just always going to kill your stuff. Let me snipe my Foundry Inspector back. Cast him. Free Spell Bomb. If need be, Treasure Vault. This is where you realize that I messed up, and actually Prophetic Prism should have been kept so I could Spell Bomb without having to sacrifice any artifacts. But you deal with what you got. He's going to draw 2 cards. Regardless, I'm in a case of like more or less just Antiquities War this up. Not a large fan of Tatsunari. In the sense that I know he's a very good card, but I don't like my opponent playing it. Alright, good game. Let me quickly, yeah, there we go. Let's crack a pack open, see what we got. Nothing I care about. Let's message Zelda, see if he's interested in anything. Figured, friends streaming, why not? Right? I've got nothing better to do. I've got plenty of free time on my hands every now and then. I wanted to stream too. Why not go ahead, start? I play a lot of Magic anyways. I don't even know if he got that. There, I got him. I messaged him on Discord. Till then, let's just keep going. There's plenty of other cards to eventually put in the... For a second, I saw him have the Tezzeret icon, and I thought we were gonna have one of those matches, and now I am disappointed, and my day is ruined. Oh, that's not until end of turn. Oh, I love this card so much. We're actually gonna start off with the slowest play of just Misvault first. And next turn, we'll Manifold and Relic. But it's gonna enter tapped anyway, so may as well go ahead and get it first. Gigantha the Wellspring. That makes too much sense. Actually, their deck's gonna be very annoying. Yeah, we'll go ahead and parcel mirror. And if possible, we're just going to want to start getting whatever we can in. Coastal turret has some fairly nice uses, but it's a continuous source of energy. So even if we won't be constantly dealing 2 damage to a player or planeswalker, it still is potentially giving us stuff for certain other cards. Especially with Electrostatic Pummeler, which could get ridiculously big. Don't love that. Don't love that at all. 3/3, you can't cast. I mean, I don't get the second half, but just them having a 3/3 right now is not ideal for me. Can't quite do anything about it, so sometimes it's good to RTFC, and I fully had the ability to kill that, and just didn't. So, and what we'll do is probably activate Manifold Key, untap Consulate, just to keep gaining that energy. It might come in handy. If we get a Trophy Mage, I would definitely search out an Electrostatic Pummeler. I actually want to kill this more than I want to kill this. That's fine. Indestructible is not really going to apply. Probably gonna just swing Kuranos into Tezzeret. But I'm not exactly hurting on mana, so even then I still ultimately think it's gonna be fine. I really don't like this. Yeah, they can swing in. What's going for me? I'll take it. Another thing about Electrostatic Pummeler, especially when it comes to Manifold Key, is we can just make it ridiculously big. Make it unblockable. Swing. Yes, put it back in my command zone. I have no way to return Tezzeret from the graveyard, so it's just always going to go back. Big Man Estates hanger back. Oh well, right, I get two. Yeah, Foundry Inspector hanger back walker. Also, I realize I should probably... Not that he can use it with Kronos out anyways, but... Better safe. Oh, and there's Arby's. I don't think I can really do much of anything about this. I need to obvious. There's not really something to be said for trading that. I need to prevent that damage. And even now, no matter what I do, I still pretty much die. I don't have enough artifacts, and this time I know for a fact I don't have enough artifacts to take out Joda. But I still have to take out something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't do that yet. Pay 1. Don't love that either. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can at least take out this. And then next turn I die. Yeah, good game. Just gonna... I see the writing on the wall. Let's do one more game. Let's see what... he's up to. Is he even up to anything? He done be sending me memes, but he ain't gonna... I can cast everything in my hand. Or not everything. I can't cast Heartless Act or Barricade Breaker, but I could turn Renegade Map into a 5/5 and start beating. This is against one of the few white commanders with card draw. I'm gonna mulligan. Only because Retrofitter Foundry can legitimately provide enough value to matter. Underhanded design is actually interesting because yeah, I think it's just going to be one of those cards that I definitely will actually just end up going ahead and playing. Retrofitter will make a servo next turn. Underhanded designs. He'll lose one, I'll gain one. Yeah. Especially gotta love Retrofitter Foundry with... Oh, that's fun. Assuming he's going SRAM Tron. I'd like to go ahead and, yeah, make a blocker. Auto pay the one. In turn, there's something to be said for playing Mox Amber and Ether Spellbomb. Drain him for 2. But I think I'd rather have the blocker. Fun. Super fun. If need be, underhanded designs. And I think it need be. Underhanded designs gonna kill it. Well, I can play this first. Drain. Then kill it. It hit me for a lot very early. I don't like that. Next turn I Barricade Breaker. Or this turn I die. I'm going to, I guess, just create a servo. And Ether Spellbomb it. When you suddenly remember that you have a commander, right? Citizens Crowbar, interest battlefield, created blah 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 blah. Resolve. He has the option to attach it to SRAM, detach and try and blow up something. But if he even tries to attach it to SRAM, I'm just gonna bounce SRAM. If he attaches it to anything, the next move he makes, regardless, I just need to get rid of SRAM. Next turn we play Tezzeret. I would just kill this warrior. Or don't, actually. We kinda want to do this leave up counter spell, as well as the ability to turn one of these into a Thopter. Okay, not what I wanted, but I kind of needed to block just because I'm in a very dangerous position. Actually, I think no matter what, because I didn't kill something, I might just, I might be fucked. I went brain dead during this game. He had one anyways. Good game. I'll let you swing and get the full glory out of that. I deserve it. think we'll be taking a nice little break. Here, actually, let's see. Taking a brief little break. See if I can't get like some royalty-free music playing. And we'll just try that for a bit. We'll be back. Hopefully, we'll see if Zelda's available. If he is, then we'll probably stream something with him. Let me actually see if I can't find anything. I remember there's this one that we liked. You can tell I'm like very, very professional. I'll just find anything. Those are both ads. I think that was very loud. Alright, we'll be right back. All right. I am back. We can continue. See if I can. We'll actually probably be changing some stuff. Let me just check on some stuff real quick. Yeah, here it is. Going to be taking a brief stop, probably play some Valorant on our own. I'm not good at Valorant. I'm very bad at Valorant. But hopefully someone finds that entertaining. Let's change some stuff. Let's play some Val. I get a lot of shit from Zelda because I I play with 3200 DPI. If anyone has been watching his streams and comes over here to watch this, like, it is a serious problem to him that I play with this. And to that I can say he is a pussy. He's a coward and he should fight me. I I love him, but it's the only way I can comfortably play now because I've already gotten so used to it. Like, there's just nothing I could even want to do about it. So, yeah. I'm gonna turn down the game sounds a bit. I like need it enough to like hear walking and stuff. Like most other things, I don't really need. So let's do just some random unrateds. See how long this lasts before I want to shoot myself. I don't imagine very long. Let's see, I guess we got initiator and a duel. list. It's not the best place for Cypher, but it's doable. So in the hopes that I'll be fine. I've recently optimized my game, and in doing so has made everything look so much better. 2 Sentinels. Well, hopefully we're on defense, because I think that'll... We seem to be a very defense-oriented team. Yeah, exactly. They're a very offense-focused team. Usually buy 2 trap wires and some light shields. Both sentinels probably don't need to be at the same site. I think they're over here with me. Actually, I like Ghost more. I think it's still probably safe just to buy a light. And I'll put some like cybers. I wouldn't force too hard this early.